Welcome to Liverpool Report, your go-to for daily Liverpool FC news, transfers and match updates. If you're a true Red, hit subscribe and join the family. You'll never walk alone. Liverpool have just dropped a bomb on the Premier League. Florian Wirtz is officially a Red, and the £116 million price tag says it all. This isn't just a signing, it's a statement. Arneslot asked for an extra weapon, and he's got a whole Swiss Army knife. Whether it's slicing through defences, creating chaos in the final third, or simply raising the level of an already title-winning team, Wirtz is that guy. In today's video, we break down why this move is bigger than it looks, what it means for Liverpool's ambitions, why Bayern Munich lost out, and how this changes the Premier League title race before a ball has even been kicked. The football world knew it was coming some while ago, but confirmation that Florian Wirtz will be playing for Liverpool next season should still send a stark warning to their Premier League rivals. Make no mistake, this is a statement signing. A few weeks ago, Arneslot told a few of us that he was looking to add an extra weapon to his squad. Well, Wirtz is a footballing Swiss Army knife. He has a multitude of ways to unlock opposition defences. The fee is quite spectacular. And some have pointed out that the maximum spend of £116 million on the 22-year-old is in excess of the total being paid by Manchester City for Tijani Reinders, Ryan Aït-Nouri and Ryan Cherki. There are several reasons why that is largely irrelevant, one of them being that Liverpool are selectively adding to their squad from a base of great strength. Remarkably, in their season without a trophy, it suddenly looked as though Pep Guardiola had a squad that almost needed a complete rebuild. Slot, on the other hand, helped by an injury list that was never too severe, ran a well-oiled machine. While the likes of, say, Cherki, Aït-Nouri and Reinders are high-quality players, are they better than what Liverpool already have? Probably not, but Wirtz, with his versatile brilliance, almost certainly is. If you have just won the self-styled best league in the world by 10 points and you want to improve your team, then it normally costs top dollar. That they spent next to nothing last summer helps. But it is still a testament to Fenway Sports Group's ambitions that they are backing Slot with this sort of financial muscle. And it is a statement from Slot to the players that provided him with a Premier League title in his first season in England. In the same interview in which he spoke about finding an extra weapon, Slot was also asked if he had any regrets from that brilliant first campaign. There were not many, of course, but he did wonder if the Champions League campaign might have been different had he felt empowered to rotate more. The acquisition of Jeremiafrimpong and the impending arrival of Wirtz and almost certainly Milos Kerkez will give him more rotation options next season. And you can be almost certain that the recruitment will not stop there, even if there might be one or two outgoings to satisfy the accountants. Wirtz will have been assured of Liverpool's long-term ambitions, that is for sure. Wirtz was sold a vision by Slot, a vision that was more impressive than the one given by Vincent Kompany and Bayern Munich. And that is why this is just not a statement signing for Liverpool. It is a statement signing for Slot himself. Liverpool are set to appoint Giovanni van Bronckhorst as a coach. Arne Slot is looking to add another Dutchman to his coaching team to replace Johnny Heitinga, who departed to take the top job at Ajax. Van Bronckhorst has been out of work since he was sacked by Besiktas in November. The Dutch coach has previously managed Feyenoord, like Slot, as well as Rangers. But now he will step back into a role as an assistant to take over from Heitinga if a deal gets completed. He will work with Sipke Hulshoff and Aaron Briggs in Slot's revamped coaching team. Heitinga was a popular figure among the Liverpool players after just a year at the club for the former Everton defender. But he could not turn down the chance to take charge of Ajax, where he has previously been interim boss. Van Bronckhorst had a distinguished career as a player, having played with Rangers, Arsenal, Barcelona and Feyenoord at either end of his playing time. Speaking out earlier this year, Van Bronckhorst shared his disgruntlement about how his spell at Ibrox ended. He said, "I'm frustrated because I had to leave because I am a fighter. I was a fighter as a player and also as a coach. I think I've done everything in my power to manage the club. If you have to say goodbye to a club, and a club, I mean players, the fans, to leave, that is not a nice feeling to leave something you love. but you have to live with it, you have to deal with it, and you have to move on because life goes on. I am now in a very positive place where I enjoy life, I enjoy my family, and enjoy watching really good games. We all move on. Van Bronckhorst added, "It's something you don't want as a coach. I wish I was still there coaching this team, but I also know how it works in football, and I am not deciding the future of the club." It is not ideal for a coach, and I think also not ideal for a club. Following his time with Rangers, Van Bronckhorst was appointed by Turkish giants Besiktas, but lasted just 5 months in Istanbul. He won exactly half of the 20 matches he oversaw and has not returned to the dugout since. Away from the dugout, Liverpool are also hard at work, adding to their playing staff. Jeremiafrimpong and Armin Pexi have already been signed, and the Reds are still chasing deals for Milos Kerkez and Florian Wirtz. It got a little lost amongst everything else that was going on with Liverpool at the back end of the season, just gone. But Amazon Prime's Doubters to Believers documentary was a useful modern history lesson. It didn't end up what it set out to be, of course, with the aim surely to chronicle Jurgen Klopp's glorious trophy-laden finale to his time at Liverpool. But what we did get was a tale of how a man and a football club found each other at a perfect time. Klopp strides into an Anfield in disrepair in October 2015 and immediately decides he doesn't like the dressing rooms. By the time he leaves 8.5 years later, those dressing rooms are transformed, as is half of the stadium. Last week, Liverpool released ticketing data that showed how every one of Anfield's 276 seats are sold for every league game, with around 16,000 more fans able to attend matches these days compared to a decade ago. Such is the demand for tickets these days, they could double the size of Anfield, and it still wouldn't be enough. And it is largely thanks to Klopp that the Reds finally seem at peace with their place in the order of things. Liverpool are now acting like a big club. Florian Wirtz was a 12-year-old on the books at Cologne in 2015, desperate to make his way in the game and achieve all the things that a young German footballer dreams of. And if you are a young German footballer with a dream, then there is usually only one place you are dreaming of. Bayern Munich are said to be furious at having missed out on the transfer of Wirtz, who is widely expected to complete his switch to Anfield in the coming days for a British record fee of around £118 million. An exorbitant amount, but one that Liverpool are in a healthy position to pay. The idea that the Bundesliga's best player of the last 2 seasons isn't ending up at Bayern is cause for introspection at Germany's perennial champions, who only missed out on the title once in the last 13 seasons, and that to a Wirtz-powered Bayer Leverkusen in 23 to 24. Prior to that, they were last denied by Klopp's Dortmund in 2011 and 2012. Reports from Germany claim there is disbelief at Bayern over how they've let Wirtz slip through their fingers, especially when they offered him a financial package more than Liverpool's. But the player himself made his mind up some time ago, with Arne Slot's tactical plan for him key. And Slot himself has said, "The spectacular sights created when Liverpool won the Premier League and paraded the trophy through the streets might just help convince players that they want a piece of this action." And Wirtz sees Anfield as the place to be as he makes his way in the game. It is all a far cry from 10 years ago when the Reds would struggle to convince the top English talents to join them, never mind the best player in Germany. Klopp deserves immense credit for that, as Slot and his team reap the rewards